They looked perfect online, until a viral video exposed their family secret. The post went live at 7:12 a.m., and by 7:14, Andre's phone would not stop vibrating. By 7:16, Nicole was crying in the kitchen, whispering, "They know." And by 7:20, Andre understood that the version of his life he had built for the internet was officially dead. The duplex on the east side of Atlanta had always photographed beautifully. White trim. Clean brick. A porch swing that said legacy without spelling it out. Andre and Nicole knew how to sell a story: blended family brunches, before and after renovation reels, captions about generational wealth with love at the center. Their following grew fast. Sponsors followed. A refinancing meeting was scheduled for next month. But the viral neighborhood post didn't show the porch. It showed Andre's father, Earl. The video was shaky, shot from across the street. Earl sat on the curb between the trash bins, shirt stained, arguing with no one. A bottle rolled near his foot. The caption read, "This man lives in the inspirational duplex everyone online praises." Is this what community looks like now? Nicole replayed it with shaking hands. My sister texted me already. She says lenders will see this. Brands will see this. Andre stared at the paused frame of his father's face, older than Andre remembered, hollow in a way that made his chest ache. He was doing better, Andre said, though it sounded like a question. Nicole didn't answer. She turned to the sink, bracing herself as she might fall. Their kids, Andre's teenage son Malik and Nicole's 8-year-old daughter Rowan, watched silently from the hallway. Malik's jaw was tight, embarrassment and fear mixing in his eyes. Why was Grandpa outside like that? Rowan asked. Andre knelt. He's sick, he said softly. And sickness doesn't always look the same. Nicole's phone buzzed again. Her sister Talia's name flashed. Nicole ignored it, then muttered, "She's going to say it." Say what? Andre asked. That we should have handled this before it handled us. Later that night, Andre crossed the shared yard to his father's unit. The light was on. The door was unlocked. Earl sat at the table, hands folded, sober now, eyes red. I didn't mean for them to film me, he said quietly. I just needed air. Andre swallowed the words rising in his throat. You promised. Instead, he said, we're in trouble, Dad. Earl nodded once. I know. As Andre stepped back into the dark, his phone buzzed again, this time with an email subject line that made his blood run cold. Concern regarding property risk assessment. Andre thought the worst damage had already been done, until Nicole's sister decided to take control. Nicole didn't wait for Andre to wake up before making the call. She paced the bedroom, whisper shouting into her phone while Andre lay staring at the ceiling, every word slicing through him anyway. He cannot stay, Talia said to the speaker, unapologetic. This isn't about feelings, it's about exposure. You're refinancing a duplex with a visible liability. Andre finally sat up. He's my father. And this is your future, Talia shot back. You have kids. You have a brand built on stability. One more incident and lenders walk. Sponsors walk. And people start digging. Nicole rubbed her temples. Talia, slow down. No. You've been slow for years. I warned you when he moved in. Andre clenched his jaw. Earl had moved in after the relapse 3 years ago. Andre had framed it online as multigenerational living. Offline, it was a quiet rescue mission driven by guilt Andre never named. He raised me alone, Andre said. After my mom died, it was just him. And he drank, Talia replied flatly. Andre, I googled him. There are old police reports. If this goes wider. Andre stood. That's enough. Talia scoffed. You're choosing nostalgia over survival. Nicole ended the call, tears spilling now. She's not wrong about the money, she said. The refinance could fix everything. Student loans. Malik's college fund. But she's cruel about it. Andre walked into the kitchen, the same space where they filmed smiling morning routines. When I was 16, he said slowly, I left him passed out on the bathroom floor. I went to a party instead of calling for help. He could have died. Nicole froze. I carry that, Andre continued. Every day. If I throw him out now, I'm 16 again. Nicole's voice broke. And if we don't, we lose the life we're building. The kids overheard more than they should have. Malik later confronted Andre outside. People at school already saw it, he said. They think we're fake. Andre exhaled. Are we? Malik hesitated. I don't know. But I don't want Grandpa sleeping in his car. That night, Earl knocked on their door instead. Sober. Ashamed. I heard Talia when she visited last month, Earl said. I know I'm bad for business. Andre shook his head. You're not a product. Earl smiled sadly. These days, son, everything is. The next morning, Nicole opened her email to find a message from a sponsor. We're pausing our partnership pending clarification. Minutes later, a private DM arrived from an unknown account. If you want this to go away, do the right thing. Nicole looked at Andre. They're watching us decide. Andre thought the pressure was financial, until the past came back with proof he couldn't erase. The envelope arrived without a return address, slipped beneath the door of Earl's unit like a warning. Andre found it first. Inside was a photocopy of a juvenile court document from 25 years ago, and a handwritten note, truth travels faster than lies. Andre's hands trembled as he read. The report detailed an incident when Andre was 17, police called for domestic disturbance. Alcohol involved. Injury noted. Charges dismissed due to lack of cooperation. Nicole read it twice, then looked up slowly. Andre, you said you just left him on the floor. I did, Andre said hoarsely. After he fell. Did you push him? Andre didn't answer. The silence said everything. He sank into a chair. He was drunk. He grabbed me. I shoved him away. He hit the sink. I panicked. I ran. Nicole pressed her lips together, absorbing a version of her husband she'd never known. So this isn't just guilt. It's fear. Yes, Andre whispered. If he spirals publicly, people dig. They find this. They ask why I was never charged. Nicole stood. We can't protect everything. The post count climbed. Reaction videos. Speculation threads. A local blogger emailed asking for comment. The story was no longer about Earl, it was about image versus truth. Talia showed up unannounced that evening, heels sharp against the concrete. I told you, she said, waving her phone. They're dissecting you. She turned to Earl, who sat silently on the couch. You need to leave. Tonight. Rehab, shelter, whatever. But not here. Earl looked at Andre. She's right. Andre exploded. No. You don't get erased because you're inconvenient. Talia snapped back, and you don't get to burn your children's future to redeem your conscience. Malik shouted from the stairs, stop acting like Grandpa's trash. Everyone froze. Later, Nicole found Andre in the yard, head in hands. What if the twist is this, she said gently. What if the audience isn't the problem? What if we are? Andre looked up. What are you saying? That we stop performing. Even if it costs us. The voice on the other end was calm. This is Child Protective Services. We received a report about an unsafe living environment. Andre's chest tightened. The truth had crossed a line, and there was no controlling the narrative now. When authorities arrived, Andre realized the real battle wasn't public, it was moral, and it demanded a sacrifice. The caseworker was polite, efficient, and devastatingly neutral. She asked about Earl's sobriety. About the children. About safety plans. Nicole answered carefully. Andre answered honestly, maybe for the first time in his life. Earl listened from the corner, shoulders slumped. "I'll go," he said quietly. "I don't want to hurt anyone." Malik burst into tears. Rowan clutched Nicole's leg. That night, Andre made a decision no sponsor would approve of. He went live. No filters. No music. No polished captions. "My name is Andre," he said into the camera. "And my family isn't perfect." He told the truth. About his father's alcoholism. About the past. About fear and guilt. About choosing people over performance. Nicole sat beside him, holding his hand. "We might lose this platform," she said. "But we won't lose ourselves." The backlash was immediate, and then something unexpected happened. Support flooded in. Stories. Confessions. People thanking them for honesty. Others unsubscribed. Brands disappeared. The refinance was cancelled. But Earl checked into rehab the next morning, not as a secret, not as a liability, but as family. Weeks later, the house felt quieter. Smaller. Real. Andre watched Malik help Rowan with homework, no cameras rolling. Nicole cooked without staging the shot. They were poorer on paper. Richer everywhere else. When the audience left, the family finally saw each other, and chose who they would be when no one was watching. This story confronts a modern truth: image can build a life, but only honesty can hold it together. Andre and Nicole lose the illusion of control, but gain something deeper: integrity, accountability, and a family defined not by optics, but by love that survives exposure. Thanks for watching the video. Kindly subscribe to my channel and share your ideas about this video.